Hey YouTubers, how's it going? Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. I got a really interesting story you guys are gonna love. Do you remember how I've been complaining all the time how people just get by ripping each other off and societies knit together by people corruptly, bald-faced lying to people's faces, and then in the back rooms of some of these companies it'd be like, yeah, I removed a perfectly good water heater from this guy's house, and I'm gonna sell it back for $2,000, and then and sell him another. I'm gonna sell it back to someone else for $2,000 as a good used one. Like, I'm giving an example, right? Or from a company. I took a water heater from a company or something, and sold him another upgraded one, and then, you know, stuff like that. Let me get to my point. Well, where I'm at in the mall, I need to get my air conditioning cleaning, whatever, cleaned, serviced every 6 months. The heat duct, all that stuff, I need to get it serviced every 6 months, and change the filter every 6 months. So for the last 6 months, I have been, every 6 to 6 months, I would call the heating and duct company, like different ones. Sometimes I would call and they're like, oh, I'm too busy to come. Call these guys, see if they're not busy, they'll come and help you, right? And then sometimes I would go back to the other guys, and this between 3 companies. For the last 5 years, I've been getting my air conditioning / heating thing serviced and like normal, like clockwork, because it's part of the lease I got to maintain. Now, here's the problem. Today, because I'm transferring over the ownership of the store, and my thing is due, to change the filter and everything. So I said, okay, I'll do it for the guy that's moving. Like, I'll fix that. I'll square it away for him, so he doesn't have to worry about getting that done the second he moves in, right? Okay. So we call the company. Company goes up and checks it out. Oh my God. Are you ready for this? They found 4 unused filters up there. Apparently, you could not access that air conditioning / heater unit. You can't access it, because what happened was, before I moved in, there was renovations done by a bridal company. So they had a wedding store, and what they did was they boxed in the heating and the machine. They boxed it in so you can't get into it. So basically you have to cut another hole in the roof, in the existing drywall roof, to get up there, and then cut another piece of drywall to access the machine. So what they found up there on the side of the machine, that you could see partial where the wires are going and the ductwork, they found 3-4 brand new filters leaning up against the thing. So every time I would call them to come in and change they'll bring the air filter and show it to me and go up, but I never bothered asking to check the old one, because I didn't care, right? I'm like, whatever, doing my thing, right? Or I'm busy, or I'm in the hallway talking to suppliers before I open the store. Usually I get it done before I open the store, because they got to go behind my counter and up, right? And they have to use a scissor lift. I'm so choked. I've been paying $400 or $500 to service my AC and duct cleaning, all that stuff, every 6 months for the last 4 or 5 years. And in the meantime, nothing's been being done about it, and they've been taking that money every 6 months. So you see where I'm going with this? How the economy's stapled or glued together by just people ripping off, getting bullcrap insurance for when you buy a new car, a special insurance that you add on, and this and that. And then if something does happen, they won't honor it. I'm talking about a lot of things like that I've had, like really bad cell phone plans that they put you on. They make you think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and in the end, you're paying for it like triple. You know, you got to be really careful with a lot of these things, and that's what happened. This is my air conditioning duct story, a heater story, because now I've been calling in professionals to get this done, because I'm not licensed and I don't care what these guys have to do to fix it, right? Now the problem is, I hope the mall doesn't blame me and say, well, it's your fault, you should have got a better estimate. Well, and then they want me to get a contractor to cut the roof open and cut this and cut inside the mall, so like cut inside the drywall, work their way up and do this and do that and access this and have to remodel this and then plaster that. Man, I don't want to, like, it's not that I'm trying to run away from this problem. It's just when I pay someone to do something and they go up and they do it and they hand me a receipt and everything, the mall's not telling me that I didn't get it serviced. They're not saying that. They believe that I had somebody when they drop off a filter up there every time and just like just collect them up there and collect the money, right? So let me know what you guys think. It's a really interesting, bizarre crap thing that happens. You know, it's like really bizarre. So I'm gonna keep adding these stories as I go. So I mean, people could see all the screw ups that happen and how, I guess, just trust is falling apart at the seams, and I'm realizing that trust is just not there anymore, and it's falling apart at the seams. And how do you trust anyone anymore? Like, I'm not saying not to trust anyone, but how can you put trust into someone, or how can you give someone, you know? Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Comment below.